Who is this team? Who is it? Who is this team? One thing comes to mind for me, man, after the two losses, and it's a common theme for these two losses. It's a common theme for these two losses. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you right now why I'm making this video. And people know I'm a huge Carson Wentz fan. It's hard for me to defend him. It's hard for me to defend Carson Wentz. I'm not in the best mood. I don't know who this is that just pulled up to the crib. I don't know who this is that just pulled up to the crib right now. I'm not in the best mood. But I'm not in the best mood. If you're selling something, I ain't buying it. Make me about to go get the stick, man. I mean, these dudes look that bad. They look bad. They look bad. I can't defend Carson Wentz in this video. It would just be uncoming of me as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. It would be naive. It would be naive for me to defend the performance that I just saw. Now, the overall performance wasn't bad. At one point, I was defending him because people were saying he excellent. See, we're falling into a situation now to where nobody even really giving him a chance. Nobody giving him a chance. You know what I'm saying? The first bad throw, Carson Wentz ain't the guy. Now, I don't agree with comments like that. Because at one point, I'm defending him, and he's 13. At one point, I'm defending him. He's 13 for 19, 68% or something like that. You could defend that. You can't defend the decision he made to throw that pass to Arcega-Whiteside. You can't defend him overthrowing Zach Ertz on a third down. You can't defend him underthrowing Dallas Goedert when he beats Jalen Ramsey, highest paid cornerback ever. He beat him. A tight end beat him. You gotta drop that dime over the top. You can't defend that. You can't defend him throwing a goddamn Hadouken to Miles Sanders with a sidearm and it get picked off in garbage time. You can't defend those throws. You can't. Those are mistakes he made. But it's in terms of not taking sacks, in terms of getting the ball out on time. That's what we were all concerned about, and he passed that test. I'll give him that. He passed that test. He passed it. I would say the whole division stinks, but the Dallas Cowboys just pulled off an amazing comeback. It was beautiful, a beautiful comeback. You know, even though the Atlanta Falcons are known for doing what they did, choke. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but choke sandwiches from the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I'm saying? How you choke that away, I don't understand. But it happened. It happened. But their business don't pertain to us. We didn't finish our food week 1, which is a key component from why we 0-2. We didn't finish our food week 2, which is a key component for why we're 0-2. We just leave food on the table. This is what we do. But it's a common theme, ladies and gentlemen, on what we just saw. It's a common theme on what we just saw. It's a common theme on what we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. The thing, yes.
Can I sit somewhere?
Go ahead, sit right here in front of me, right here. It's a common theme for what we just saw, ladies and gentlemen. The common theme is this. This team, this Philadelphia Eagles football team, does not know situational football. We couldn't pass the test of the situation being up 17-zip. We failed that test. We failed the comeback test. We failed a lead. We failed a drive that could give us the lead and the red zone test. It's a lot of things that I'm not used to seeing from Carson Wentz. I'm not used to seeing 2 interceptions in back-to-back games. First time in his career. I'm not seeing Carson Wentz throw an interception in the red zone. He's been prolific in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to seeing the things I'm seeing from Carson Wentz. It's a 2-game stretch, bad stretch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make no excuses for pandemic and practice and all this stuff that he couldn't get accustomed to. I'm not making excuses for that. But he going through it right now. He going through his rough patch. Unfortunately for Carson Wentz, he don't play for the Bengals. Unfortunately for Carson Wentz, he don't play for the Browns. He played for the Philadelphia Eagles. We demand a certain level of perfection from our quarterback. And when you got a quarterback that they never even seen this dude play. Dude lined up for 2 snaps as a wide receiver and a running back, I think. And they want him in the game. Never seen this dude throw a pass. There was no preseason. They won him in the game. That's the fan base you play for, Carson. So you got to go out there and you got to perform. At the minimum, win, lose, or draw, Carson. Win, lose, or draw, Carson. You got to make sure that it don't fall on you. You got to make sure that you're the reason we win and you're not the reason we lose. That's what a franchise quarterback's supposed to do. You okay?
This is a ball.
It's a ball where?
Right there.
Okay, because you're outside by the grass. You all right? You okay? You know, you gotta make sure that it's not because of you. Period. And you know, I say that to say this. This letter that I'm penning to Carson Wentz, I say that to say this. I believe in you. I know you're gonna turn it around. I know it. But do me a favor, go tell mommy she got a package, okay? And I'll bring it in. Thank you. I know you're gonna turn it around. I know. It's a long season. Everybody else in the division gonna lose this week with the exception of the Cowboys. Everybody. It's not over. Not over. Not over by a long shot. It wasn't over in that game. My optimism for this season is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high because that just is what it is. That's who I am. That's who I am. You hear what I'm saying? Now listen. Carson Wentz. Carson. You got the tools. You got the physical attributes. You got the gifts. I believe that a lot of people are going to be eating their words, whether we like it or not. The drives were there. Listen, listen, it's rust. I know y'all don't want to hear that right now. It's rust. And that's not me taking up for the dude. It's rust. It's rust. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. When Miles Sanders fumbled, what do you think that was? Rust due to the lack of carries. When Arcega-Whiteside dropped the ball, I'm not going to really say that that's rust, but he don't get a lot of opportunities. He don't get those opportunities all the time. Like I said, it is what it is, man. 0-2, and I think the only reason why I feel confident with being 0-2 right now is because of the division that we in. Simple. Because of the division that we in. That's why I feel confident. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, there's still a chance to turn this thing around because I did see much more bright spots week 2 than I seen, week 1. Speedy recovery to everybody that went down. There was a lot of injuries week 2 due to the lack of whatever, man. Due to the lack of on the field action. Just a lot of injuries week 2. It is what it is, man. It's football, but we will turn it around. If we don't, it's going to be some personnel changes or it's going to be some coaching changes, man. It's going to be some changes either way because this is Philly. Let me know what you think in the comments.